All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this. I have a new challenge for you. And to introduce this challenge, I'd like you to take a minute and think about how you slept last night, how you felt when you woke up from that sleep, and what was your emotional state when you first woke up. And a lot of us are not getting quality sleep just because of the positions that our mouth and nasal passages have evolved from our increasingly big brain. There's a great book by James Nestor called Breath, and that is the inspiration for this challenge. And what I would challenge you to do, and you can do both of these, but I would most strongly encourage the mouth taping, is to think about your baseline level of sleep, your baseline quality of sleep. They do have apps and things like that with sleep score and stuff like that, but it's more about feel. You can feel it. So you can try that stuff and see if the metrics are, if this is a worthy application or not. You can experiment with it. But what I've noticed is, and I think this is dependent on your baseline, where you are with your nasal breathing, your tongue posture, and your lip seal when you sleep, and tongue posture is a very novel concept that most people have never heard of, but it's essentially where your tongue is sitting in your mouth. And for optimal health that directly and indirectly affects so many different parts of your body, you want your tongue to be lifted up onto the top of your mouth. And so that's another video, but that's just planting a seed. So if you're interested in that topic, go ahead and research that. That's myofascial tongue posture. And the doctor who invented the technique to keep your tongue high and your lips sealed is Mew, and the technique is called mewing, M-E-U-I-N-G, mewing, mew. And so this is what I would challenge you to do. For me, this has completely revolutionized the way I sleep. It will change the way I feel when I wake up in the morning. I wake up just ready to bolt out and go. And this is just a simple nasal strip. I find that the 100 packs of the cheap ones on Amazon are the best. I've tried 3 or 4 different brands, but I would really recommend this. This is a cheap experiment. So it's not something where you need to go buy hostage tape, which is a popular one that if you watch this video, you'll probably receive some sort of advertisement on Instagram or on YouTube. But it's just a nasal strip across the nose here. You just fix that in place. Make sure make sure your nose is just go over it, clean it real quick, and dry it so that the adhesive comes into place. But I found that these Amazon ones really stick and feel good on the nose, whereas the Breathe Right and some of the other similar ones just haven't had that effect. And then this is a 3M surgical tape that I got off Amazon, very cheap. So if you really want to penny pinch this experiment, just buy a 2-pack of these. You'll get 20 yards for less than $10. I think it comes out to like $7 or $8 if you have Amazon Prime, which I think most people do at this point. All you're gonna do when you go to sleep, you're getting ready to sleep, time to go lights out upstairs. That's it. You just boom, put that on, you're ready to sleep. And what I've noticed is now my brain has a response to this tape. When it feels the tape on its mouth, anxiety subsides, thoughts stop racing, which has been the root of my insomnia for all of my life. I've had terrible sleep. As a teenager and a 20-something, I can never fall asleep before midnight, and I think there is something to getting a good rhythm. I don't know when the ideal time is to fall asleep. I think it's probably different person to person, but you should experiment with different ranges and try to pay attention to when you feel best, because this directly affects or indirectly affects so many different components of your life, from emotional stability, emotional resilience, mental resilience, connectivity with the people around you and your relationships, your patience levels, just your dopamine levels, your sleep quality. I think like a third of Americans or something outrageous like that have sleep apnea or some level of pre-sleep apnea where they're right on the precipice of having issues. This will eliminate snoring. This is a very scary concept at first because you are covering one of your two oxygen intake orifices. So it is alarming. Your body is going to have a little bit of an alarming response. But another technique, you can just go right here. You can do 2 across. You find out what works for you, find out what's comfortable for you and doesn't set off too many alarm bells. My favorite is just right across the lips from about here to here. It seals. I can still, with the surgical tape, you could still get a little bit of air out of your mouth. And I've tried this when I've had sore throats or I've been sick or a little congested, and there's no problem. Like you're not gonna and you're not married to this tape. You're not married to it. You can just take it off. You take it off. Commit to 1 minute for the first night. It may be a little awkward. You may only be able to get through an hour or a lower time frame, but as you progress, it will become easier and easier for you. And it will get to the point where you just, or at least for myself personally, I've just become very accustomed to, and I look forward to it because I know it's going to help me fall asleep faster, stay asleep. I wake up maybe once a night max to go to the restroom real quick. But yeah, that's the challenge for today. Grab one of these nasal strips, grab some 3M tape. I will put the links for both in the description below. Try it out, see how you feel, experiment with yourself. This is a really easy, passive way that you can get better as a human being, and that is, it just improves your quality of life, and that is important, and it's overlooked, and the things that we largely consider to influence quality of life are sometimes not the right things. We're focused on what kind of car do we drive, what kind of clothes do we have, what kind of house do we own, or what kind of house do we live in, what kind of job title, what kind of this, that, how beautiful is our girlfriend, how this, that, blah, blah, blah. Focus on the things that matter. And what matter are how you are functioning as a human being, how you feel as a human being, your emotional balance, your mental balance, your physical fitness, your spirituality, how you feel connected to others and yourself, how you feel about yourself, and all of these little things that you invest in yourself, all of these little efforts that you make is subconsciously talking to yourself. Your actions speak louder than words, and your subconscious is going to pick up on that, and it's going to realize that you're trying to improve yourself, and it's going to try to put the puzzle together for you so that you can enjoy the simple things in life, which are the most important to me, and I think deserve a higher value from a lot of the people that are lost in the rat race of trying to collect as many possessions, as many shiny things as possible. I think simplicity and a minimalist approach to life are the most satisfying way. It's the most satisfying way to live. It's simple, it's easy. You appreciate the small things. You appreciate the ability to walk. You appreciate the ability to see and taste food and smell things. And it's, you know, the way you sharpen those things and you sharpen your ability to appreciate those things is to get in touch with yourself, learn with it from within, improve yourself from within, and you create inner peace in your body. It projects peace to the world. So if you want to make the world a better place, start with yourself. And I encourage you to try this challenge. I have plenty more challenges coming down the pipeline. Spread love, spread positivity, enjoy yourself, go for a walk, enjoy nature, connect with animals, connect with people. Bring us all together. You know, love is important. So it starts with loving yourself and appreciating yourself and appreciating all the small intricacies and nuances and small things that make you unique, and being proud of those things so that you can inspire other people to be proud of themselves. Try not to worry about judgment, try not to judge, and focus on the things that matter. That's the end of my rant. I'll see you next time for the next challenge or video. Have a great day. Heading to the gym.